The all-powerful Cammy Huddlestone folds down the fingers of the Infinity Gauntlet to leave us with one, the most powerful finger.
No. Oh no.
Welcome to the Tuesday show, everybody. It's us. It's Cammy and I, Mr. Cowie. Welcome. How you doing today, Ms. Huddlestone?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am also doing good, but we're gonna start off running here, sprinting. Cammy, this was today's the first day you streamed. How did that go?
Good. I was terrified for a lot of it, but like once I got into the flow of it, it was really good. There was some people who came out, which I really appreciated. That like talked in chat, so I wasn't entirely alone for the whole thing. I know it was good. I'm definitely going to do it more because money.
Heyo, money. We like
Nice.
that.
We liked that. No, it was fun, and I definitely think like once I get more used to it, I'll have a nicer time of it. But it was just like setting everything up and all that sort of stuff was a bit stressful. But near the end, like the last hour or so, I felt a lot better about it.
Well, what'd you wind up playing?
I just did some Persona 5 Strikers because I'm really near the platinum, so I've just got a bit to grind left. So I was just doing that because I figured that way if I haven't got the sound quite right or anything like that, it's not like I'm starting a game that's really story heavy, and if people show up and they're like, this is great, but your sound isn't working, like...
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair concern. That's one thing that's always weirded me out about streaming is if you're going to watch a stream for like the story of a game, it can happen. But like if you jump in like a little too late after the first one, it's like, oh, I gotta wait till it gets, finished off, because you can't really, or you can go back on Twitch. It's just weird. You want to be there in the moment with a lot of it.
You can on Twitch, but only for so long as well.
That too.
Like it only stores it for so long, doesn't it?
I think you can save it. I'm not super familiar with Twitch, but hopefully I'll jump in at some point, play Cuphead, and try to do a deathless run of the game. I'm still working on that. I keep dying at or actually last night I did a practice run, and I was like, all right, how far can I get? Got through the first island, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Then I died on the second island though, on the shot, like the flying level with like the shaman dude, like the airplane level. That first one. I forget what his name is, but that dude got me right at the end. I was this close to beating him, and I was like, all right, let's see the rest I can do. And then I beat Cuphead again last night. One death run. So we'll see.
Insanely impressive.
If I can get that down to 0. I was looking at speed running it too. I was like, I wonder if I could speed run this game. And the rules are a little funky for Cuphead speed runs. I mean, speed runs a little funky in general, but who knows? Maybe I'll give that a try at some point. I do really love that game. Cuphead has quickly turned into like my solitaire on my computer. It's just like constantly present, and anytime I'm like, I could burn a little time. Like I used to play chess, or I used to play a little Microsoft pinball, whatever that one was. Now it's Cuphead. We've evolved so much in such little time. But have you beat Cuphead yet, Ms. Huddlestone?
No.
How close are you to beating Cuphead?
Not close. I mean, I'm through the first island.
Okay.
So it's not like I've played one boss and then left it. I've got through the first island, but not good at games.
Well, Cuphead is a bit of a difficult game. Just a just a smidge. It takes a good amount of a lot of stuff, and I didn't beat it for like I think a year after having it, and then I was just like, it's time. Luke got it for me on Steam for Christmas because I always just played it on Switch, and I was like, enough's enough. It took me 13 hours to beat the first time. Now it's down to like I can beat the game in maybe 45 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. So it's not too big of a deal, Reno.
Insane.
You know what they say. Hey, if you want to see me play a game really fast, you should watch me speedrun Lego Racers. Because I'm still going for world record in that game. I gotta get my one of these days. I'm gonna get my capture card set up. I think when I move into my new apartment here next month, I'm gonna build myself a nice little studio. So you're not just looking at a. It's a nice enough backdrop, but I would like it to be even nicer. And I might get a capture card for my Nintendo 64. Show off some of my skills there, some of my Mario 64 speedrunning skills, some of my Lego Racer skills. Donkey Kong 64 is a really fun one to play, and those glitches are really easy to do. So stay tuned for that, everybody. And I can teach you how to beat Cuphead. What boss are you on? What's the last boss you played?
I don't remember because it's been a while.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I was. I want to say I was. I think I was stuck on a flying level.
It may have been that first. That second island has 2 super hard flying levels. And then the flying levels really are, I think, the hardest in the game, at least in my opinion. What?
I've seen that a lot. I think in a lot of people's opinions, I've seen that a lot. Am I too quiet? Am I all right?
No, it just dropped out a little bit. I like Discord and all, but Discord can be a little funky sometimes. But it's gonna be better than Skype last week because we kept getting messages because we canceled our membership to switch to Discord, and I forgot. But here we are now. It's limitless time. That's where we're standing. But yeah, the flying levels in Cuphead. At least there's. Have you seen any how many? Have you watched any playthroughs of the game or anything?
Watch Jacksepticeye play it.
Okay, so you know about King Dice and that whole deal.
Yeah.
Get ready for that. That ate up most of my time on my first playthrough.
I genuinely think that could make me cry if ever I get that far.
It's possible. The devil's really hard too. Once you get kind of a groove for it, though, you're kind of into it. The King Dice is different though because it is like you make one little if you screw up on that one, you lose like 6 or 7 minutes, and
yeah,
that's a lot in that game.
It's ridiculous.
It's bad. And get ready for the Iron Giant. There's so much good stuff coming your way in Cuphead. Good God, I love that game. I could play Cuphead for the rest of my life. I love it.
Imagine if they brought out a Cuphead 2. What would you do?
They've got a DLC coming soon. I'm hoping it'll be at E3. I don't know how many bosses it'll have or anything if it's just an extra island. I'm kind of expecting it to be just like an extra island with like 4 bosses and like a run and gun stage. Nothing too crazy. But maybe they'll work on Cuphead 2 after this, and get like a huge team on it so that it can come out in like 2 years, and I don't have to wait super long for it, and then I can beat that one, and then Cuphead 3, and the DLC for 2. Good God, it's that exciting. But you know what? We'll wait and see for Cuphead. Cuphead is exciting. But speaking of DLC and games that need things to come out for them, have you seen any of the pre-alpha Cyberpunk stuff that's been circulating around the internet?
Oh.
It is fascinating to see. It's pre-alpha footage. I'm not sure if all of it is, but there's definitely some that seems like pre-alpha, like really early builds of the game.
I'm going to Google it.
It's a lot of it's been taken down, to my knowledge. People are re-uploading it pretty consistently. I think it was because it was from that data breach they had or whatever, and people got that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like it's montages of like glitches and whatnot, which isn't super uncommon to have, but it's really cool stuff to see. I don't know if it's like, I'm not like one of those people that's like, oh, this explains a lot. They knew there were glitches and they were making light of it. It's like, no, they're developers. Of course, they want to goof around a little bit from time to time, but it's really interesting to see. I recommend people check it out. I think it's cool, and it really puts into perspective what you have to do to get a game up and running. Because good God, was this thing even more broken in that earlier build. It's kind of amazing to think about that. We're all complaining about how broken the game, like how broken it was before.
I'm seeing feels.
It doesn't forgive anything like them releasing a broken game, but they were actually fixing it because it was more broken than it was when it launched somehow.
Yeah.
And there's some cool like really early on stuff that you can see, like really early dialogue options. It's like a scroll wheel thing, or not a scroll wheel, like a D-pad thing, like in
Yeah. Mass Effect
Mass
style.
Effect. That's right. And I thought that was neat. I thought that'd be cool. Do that Fallout 4 style where they're like, let's only give them 4 options, but have 2 of the options be the same thing, and one of the options be maybe later, and then another option be, let's just wait 1 second and then ask me the question again. Fallout 4's dialogue sucked. At least its options for it, and the way it was said, and the way it was presented in the game. But we're not worried about Fallout 4 anymore, because that was 6 years ago that game came out. Little 14-year-old me.
When we started this and you went, oh, I've got nothing to rant about this week.
Well, it's pretty consistent with me. There's always something to be upset about. Oh, look at that. Chivalry 2 is live on Epic Games Store. I just got a notification for. That's neat.
Nice.
But yeah, the rants are. I could rant about it. There's so much. There's so much I could complain about. But at the end of the day, when it comes to video games, it's not really up to me. I'll play them, and if I like them, I'll be like, good, like with Cuphead. And if I don't like them, I'll be like, ooh, like with something like State of Decay 2. That game sucks. You ever play State of Decay 2? Oh, God. That one I could... Oh, God. It's so close to being like the perfect open world survival zombie game, but they like some of the decisions they made are just so shockingly stupid that like the game got patched like a month back, I think, and it's like significantly better. But the game came out like years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but it feels like 3-4 years ago, and they just figured out like, oh, people don't want to be making. It's not fun to make trips from your car to your camp when your camp's only 6 feet away. Why can't we just have them transfer it all in from the trunk of their car to save them a little time? That didn't occur to them for the longest time, and the dialogue in the game is super annoying because it's not an RPG, but they kind of wanted it to be an RPG. They had like a story when it should have just been a zombie survival game. I don't know what was going on with that one in their thought process, but I hate it. I hate it.
2 rants in.
Well, you want to hear a positive one?
Sure, yeah.
I've been playing Days Gone.
Have you? Is it good?
It's really good, and it looks beautiful on PC. I'm sure it looked pretty good on PS4, but this is like shocking because I don't think I've played a game on my computer that's looked this good. Maybe ever. Maybe since Resident Evil Village. I think it looks better than Resident Evil Village, at least in my little opinion. But this is the first time I'm putting like my computer up to the task of what it was upgraded for, playing video games. I haven't really done that yet because all I play is Cuphead. But I really like it so far. It looks great. It plays great. The story so far, I'm interested. And it's a zombie game, which is apparently something I'm into. I didn't notice until I looked at my Steam library. I play a lot of zombie games, Cammy. I don't know if that's just like the industry and it's like, oh, if you want to play this, you gotta be a zombie game, but I play a lot of them.
It's probably a mixture of them both.
Might
like
be.
of you liking them and the fact that there's a hell of a lot out there.
There are a lot.
Even if they don't call them zombies.
Yeah, they're freakers, they're clickers.
They're walkers.
Oh, there's some walkers over there. There's some goo boys out in the corner. Get them goo boys. We should make our own zombie movie and call them goo boys.
Movie or game?
Movie's quicker. We'll just walk. We'll just film it. It's a dolly shot opening. It pans over to my face in a cowboy hat with just a mustache, and I go, "Goo boys are coming! Look out!" And then we start throwing rocks at them, and they start exploding like the Ewoks do to the stormtroopers.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, there you go. And that's the whole movie. You're welcome, America, and England in turn. Maybe even Australia will get over there. But there is another piece of news we must talk about.
Okay.
You ever play Red Faction, Ms. Huddlestone?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Sorry.
they might be doing another Red Faction. Well, we'll see. Play Red Faction.
Hey,
It's great.
there's a lot of games I need to play.
Red Faction is good fun. That's like a what,
Oh,
PlayStation 2 game, the first one? Red Faction
no
Guerrilla?
wonder I haven't played it then.
Well, Red Faction Guerrilla was like 360, I think.
Still no wonder I haven't played it.
Oh, well, they're good fun. Well, maybe you'll get reintroduced to it. It was like I remember I really liked it as a kid because there was a lot of like destructible environments. It's really cool. Red Faction Guerrilla, same kind of thing. One of the reasons I was really excited about the game Crackdown 3, but they decided to crack down on that game being fun and good and instead release a steaming pile of garbage. But I will see. I'd like another Red Faction game, especially on new hardware. That'd be really sick. Be able to blow some stuff up and dig little tunnels and come out the other side and shoot people. That'd be sick.
I have my fingers crossed for you.
Thanks, Cammy. Here's another one you probably haven't played or care about. You ever played Donkey Kong Jungle Beat?
No.
It's the game with the bongos.
I was going to say no, but I do remember it coming out and everyone being very into it.
Yeah, apparently.
I never really got into Donkey Kong.
Just like Donkey Kong in general? I've got, you can see it up on my shelf. I got a little stuffed Donkey Kong up there.
I know, I'm sorry.
I'm still tempted to buy it. Have you ever Google this real quick? I'll put it on screen. The original Donkey Kong like stuffed animal. I don't remember when it's from, but it looks like hilarious. I wanted to pick one of these up for a long time. I'd love to have that on my shelf. It looks so goofy. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's terrifying.
I want to get like one of the really big ones and put it up next to my California raisin. Which, speaking of terrifying, that thing, my God. California raisins.
I almost can't tell which one's worse, you know.
California raisins or the old Donkey... Oh, California raisins I think have to be worse. Because they're raisins, they're not monkeys.
We do love monkeys.
I love monkeys. Let's see if whoever can guess how many monkeys I have in this room wins a free copy of Marble It Up. I'll get you a Steam code for Marble It Up if you can correctly guess the amount of monkey paraphernalia I have in this room.
Do you know how much there is?
I think I've got a rough idea. I'll count it up after the podcast.
Okay,
if someone can guess it.
Own guess?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna go with 15.
15. I don't think 15 is right. But we won't know until the next episode of the Tuesday show. So stay tuned for that, everybody. If someone gets that right in the comment section, no joke, I'll buy you a copy of Marble It Up. Or Marble Blast. I forget which one's available on Steam. But it's awesome. I love that game. It is great fun. Fun little physics-based puzzle platformer. I don't know what to call it. Platformer probably more than puzzle.
Are we filming the Tuesday show next week? Because it's E3.
Oh my God, that's right. Maybe we'll, we will. We'll film it on Tuesday. I winked with the wrong eye. We'll film it on like Thursday or some shit. Maybe we'll do it on a Saturday when we're running through all that other stuff. Although I think Luke's going to the zoo on Saturday. He loves the zoo. I'm not even kidding. Luke goes to the zoo 3 months, like every 3 months, Luke will go to the zoo.
Oh, I love the zoo.
Yeah, he loves it.
Who knew? I laugh because it's literally the day before he moves house.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go to the zoo. I don't know what to do, man. This is my tradition. I have to go to the zoo.
They're like stressing, they're prepping things, they're making sure everything's okay. Luke's like, zoo.
Yeah, I mean, he goes in January, June, September, and December. And every single time I have to go feed his cats because he gets so excited he forgets to feed them. And he runs out of the house. Nikki drives and drops him off. He's got his little
Just goes by
his little
himself.
zoo. What?
He goes by himself.
Yeah, he goes by himself. He says people would distract me from the animals around me, so he goes by himself to the zoo. He kind of like he digs through the trash because he doesn't want to bring any money because he wants to live like an animal. I don't know.
Special boy.
I teach his own, I guess, on that front. So we'll see about recording some stuff on Saturday for you. We've been doing all right with the videos coming out. We tend to have one per set of videos that we do that we like last week, or not last week, 2 weeks ago. We had a video that was going really well, and then my brother barged in, my roommate, and was like, "Our dog died," and I was like, "That's great."
It was rough.
Yeah, it's great timing.
Intended.
So hey, heyo, heyo. I actually have a story about that. That's rough. My good friend.
Wait, do we want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a friend. He his dog passed away while we were at work, and he was really upset about it. He grew like the dog grew up with him his entire life, like I guess from when he was 4 to like 21, or something ridiculous like that. And then it died.
We cry again, you know that, don't you?
No, it's okay. But anyways, we were back in my little customer service booth, and it was like, yeah, man, it sucks. My sister called me, and she was crying, and I'm just really down. I was like, man, it sounds like a rough night. I said exactly that to him, and he looked up at me like, well, like I can't even describe the look in his eyes. He did not look amused. And that's that story.
A little bit sad.
It's a little, but it wasn't on purpose. It wasn't on purpose.
No, I know, but
it was a little bit on purpose, but it wasn't on purpose. Well, now that I brought the whole room down, let's bring the room back up with a message from our sponsors. Cammy, have you ever felt like, where's this all going?
All the time.
Well, I can't help you with that, but I can get you the Frosty Lover tab from Wendy's. Wendy's is a top-tier business conglomerate that sells hamburgers and other stuff sometimes. They also sell a delicious treat called a Frosty. If you'd like one, go to a Wendy's and buy it. That's our ad read. Thank you all very much. Welcome back to the Tuesday show. We're back in it. That's really those are the main topics I think we needed to hit on. And by needed to hit on, I mean those are the things that I saw that were happening. Yeah. It's like I want to say it's kind of a slow news week, but it's such a fast news week that chances are you're gonna like something might fly by you because everyone's like, I have a friend who works at Microsoft. He says Starfield already came out and we just have to find it. And then there's another guy and he's like, Minecraft 2 is in the pipelines right now. We're only 2 years out. And everything's moving so quick with all these leaks and rumors that people are like, no, okay, and then there's just no way to process it all. It's a wonderful time of the year where people can just talk about video games all they want, and no one really cares if they're right about it. No one really cares if they're like, Crash Bandicoot 7's coming out only for the PSP. By the way, the PSP's coming back. And then everyone's like, oh, that wasn't right. And he was like, I guess I got some bad information. And that's the month of June for gamers. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Did you see Matt Pat's doing a channel called Food Theory?
No.
I haven't watched any of it yet. But it just makes me mad.
I turned on the computer feeling really tired and really drained. And I feel a bit like I've gone to sleep and now I'm in a very strange dream.
I am a dreamy guy. That's what they say about me. But yeah, Matt Pat anyways. No, I shouldn't slander Matt Pat's new channel without seeing it first.
No.
I'm sure it's funny. He's probably like, what's the right way to open a banana? Food theory. And he's like, people always told you to open it from the top. Did you know it was the bottom? It turns out you're actually supposed to split it in half at the side. That's where the nectar of the banana is. Anytime you open from the top, that nectar leaks out. You don't want that nectar leaking out, but that's just a food theory.
Oh, that doesn't sound right, does
it? But that's just a food theory. I hate that. I hope Matt Pat doesn't say that on that channel. I hope he's like, I hope he goes rub-a-dub-dub, get ready for the grub, and then he like, you know what it'll probably be, that channel, is him just like, because I don't know what you would do with food theory. I haven't seen any of it yet, mind you, everyone. I just heard about it. I don't even remember where I heard about it. So maybe it's not actually real. Can I actually check if food theory is real?
Go for it.
Maybe this was like a made-up rumor, because it makes no sense.
Maybe it's a dream.
Maybe.
Hallucination.
Food theory. It's popping. No, yeah, the food theorist. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
It's a real thing. Okay. I was like, I realized like I'd never looked it up, but I just kind of like took it on faith when I heard it.
Are there any videos already uploaded?
There's 51 videos. That's a lot.
Yeah, we're behind.
I guess I gotta watch all of food. I have no interest in watching food theory. I've got quesadillas.
Read out some of the
yeah, you wanna hear about some of them? Some of the food theory. Food theory. Can eating too much pop your stomach? Food theory. Can a slap really cook a chicken? Food theory. The secret recipe for Mountain Dew pizza. That's fucking disgusting, Matt Pat.
Oh, no.
Food theory.
Wow.
Food
puberty.
Food theory. The disturbing lore of M&Ms. That's a real title.
Okay.
Food theory. Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Should you be scared? This is fucking hilarious, Matt Pat.
Hello. Sounds like.
Hello, Internet. It's me, the food theorist.
Poor chef. And Shane Dawson's conspiracy theories had a baby. And they produced this.
I fucking hate this.
I thought you'd frozen.
No. I'm sorry, my brain's barely functioning anymore. You know those like really cringy Grubhub commercials? Do you have those over there?
No. Unless they're under a different name, I'll check.
He's doing videos on like that. He goes, Grubhub lore. I can't believe he's talking about food commercials and saying like lore. The M&M's lore, that's the funniest sentence I've ever heard. The M&M's lore is more complicated than we first thought. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. This is like a Bizarro World thing. This is not real.
We don't have Grubhub. Food.
Oh my god. TikTok's failed cake. No more ketchup.
Not type.
I don't want to make fun of Matt Pat, but this is just like maybe they're great videos. I haven't seen any yet, mind you.
I don't want to make fun of Matt Pat, but I do want to make fun of the 2.81 million subscribers.
Yeah, man, people are going hard for that food theory. Say no to hot pasta. You're eating pasta wrong. This is fantastic.
Oh my god, and all these videos are like 15 minutes-ish. Like they could be like shorts. They could be like 2-second.
Don't eat pasta. That's no good. But that's just a theory, a food theory. What happens when you throw a burger on the ground? We're here to test it today. You know what? When we're done with this podcast, I'm gonna watch an episode of this, and see. I think this has to be making like the rounds a little bit. Because I don't know, how long has this been a channel? May 29th. Oh, it's been around for a year, and I've never heard anyone mention it except for like a couple of weeks ago. I heard it. I think I heard someone at work bring it up because they really liked MatPat, and I was making fun of MatPat. I make fun of MatPat on and off the air, it seems. But this is crazy.
Red gloves. Can chocolate make you fall in love?
Oh my god. It's piqued my curiosity. I'll give MatPat that. And I love MatPat's content. When I was a Five Nights at Freddy's boy, back in like middle school, MatPat was my god, savior, and redeemer. And there was no changing that. So good for him. Maybe he can help people eat a little better? Huh?
A lot of these are just like...
Huh? Maybe?
Like the Chuck E. Cheese thing is just going to be about the pizza slices.
Have you ever noticed how Chuck E. Cheese has never killed anyone? That's exactly what a place where people die would say.
It's going to be about the fact that the slices look like they come from separate pizzas, but Chuck E. Cheese has said that no, they aren't. It's the same pizza and it's just the process. I've just saved you 15 minutes.
Hey, dude, I'm going to watch all of them.
MatPat secretly worked at Chuck E. Cheese for 3 years and like...
Maybe he went undercover.
We don't.
He put on a fake face and went, "My name is Gregory," and then went and worked at Chuck E. Cheese as like a pizza man. This has gotten me curious. It's got me very, very curious. I want to see what food theory is all about. And I want to know what the fuck is MatPat's deal and why he won't call me back.
Like, can chocolate make... Yeah, I wonder why. Can chocolate make you fall in love? That's just going to be about the fact that people say chocolate's an aphrodisiac, isn't it?
Have you ever noticed that whenever I eat chocolate, I get horny? Let's test this theory by having my wife sit 3 feet away from me. I take a bite out of her, and then I take a bite out of chocolate. We'll see which one makes me more hornier. But that's just a theory. A boner theory. That's your next channel, MatPat. I just gave it to you.
I would be so much more interested.
If it's all sex stuff, channel. Yeah. Is it true that your penis can fall off if you watch MatPat for too long? Let's find out.
Amazing.
It's his first and last video on the channel.
I forget the title. We always bring up shit British TV shows.
Yeah.
There's one I do not remember the name of, and it's going to really bug me that I don't remember the name of it. But it's like Embarrassing Bodies, but purely for sex-related things.
Okay.
It's fascinating.
Well, there you go.
I will tell you my favorite one ever was this guy who came in and he was like, "I think I need an operation on my foreskin." And the woman, the doctor lady, I don't remember specifically what she was, but the doctor lady was like, and why do you think that? He was like, "It just feels too tight. Like, my foreskin just feels too tight." She was like, "Huh, okay." And he was like, "Yeah, I think it's getting bigger." She was like, "Excuse me?" She's like, "I think my dick's getting bigger. Like, not bigger because I'm getting erect, like bigger because it's growing." This is like a 23-year-old man, by the way.
Okay.
He's like, "It's growing. My dick is still growing. Like, I've stopped growing myself, but my dick is just growing. My foreskin's not growing. So I think I have to get circumcised because it's growing." And she was looking at him like, "Oh, you silly boy. I'm about to ruin your life." He didn't know that you're supposed to pull the foreskin back. Wash it.
Oh, God.
So it wasn't getting bigger because his penis was getting bigger. It was smegma.
Oh, God almighty.
Building up.
Over 23 years.
Yeah, and making his foreskin tight because there was so much.
That's like, foul.
Whoa.
I can't believe my penis didn't get bigger.
Yeah, and she was like, "Please wash your dick." Get out.
Oh my god.
He's
That
been having sex
is
with people. And he
what?
didn't know.
Oh
He
yeah.
was sexually active and he
Imagine, oh,
didn't know.
Jesus Christ.
I also want to know what women is he being with? Whether women are going to be like, yeah, this is normal. That's a normal smell. Because that's going to fucking stink, isn't it?
I don't even want to think about that. That's a horrifying thought.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes people who come on the show are like,
I hurt me hand sticking it up a fanny. And he's like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
sometimes they arrive with things like that. But sometimes they arrive and it's like they have felt a lump and they're concerned and they want to get it checked out and it'll end up just being a skin tag or something or like that sort of thing. In which case I'm like, it's can be quite a sweet and endearing program because it's like they're supporting them and looking after them and people are looking after the house. And then you get knobheads like that guy. Come on.
My penis is getting bigger and I never clean it.
Lads.
Lads.
You're a dirty fucker.
Lads, I know it smells bad, but boy, does it make it look bigger. I'll tell you what, mate.
Lads, I've got a tip, right? You want to impress your woman? You want to impress your bird? Don't wash.
You want to impress that bird there? Don't wash your penis.
Bird. Don't fucking wash.
Your penis is one wash away from being half its size.
Yeah.
I'm warning you. Don't wash it.
The thing is, it just keeps getting bigger. Not a one-time thing.
Imagine kicking down the door to a doctor's office. Doctor, please! And like knocking shit over. My penis is getting too big. Why would you? Was he going in there just to brag? Like, my penis is getting bigger.
He genuinely seemed concerned and like he genuinely thought he needed circumcision.
Ah.
He genuinely thought like he needed a surgery because like the only conclusion he could come to for why it was feeling so tight is that it was getting bigger. Oh, that was it. And he had a girlfriend as well.
Oh.
Who also agreed it was getting bigger. How does she not notice?
First time jitters, maybe. Is my guess. This is how it's supposed to be. What do you mean it's not getting bigger?
People, clean your genitals.
That's
important.
That's the message of this episode of the Tuesday Show. Clean your genitals. Clean the rest of you too while you're at it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a good point as any to say. See you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
I feel like I've been really quiet throughout this whole video because I'm really tired and I've just remembered that story and that's my entire input for this whole Tuesday show.
It's kind of like we had like a pickup because I ranted for so long and then it was like, oh, I got something. And then we finished off strong because this show's at its best when it's like a little bit of give and take.
Yeah.
Was that gross? Is that like a British term for schmegma?
No, it was just after we were talking about schmegma and then saying...
Yeah, you can't say give or take after talking about schmegma for that long. That actually grosses me out a little bit. But we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Buy cigarettes.
How we felt watching it.
Yeah, if that disgusted you.
You see everything. It's like Embarrassing Bodies where you see everything.
Oh my god, you didn't tell me that part.
Well,
I thought it was
like... talking about it if you want.
No, we're done. We're done. YouTube won't like this.